Hey Fizz fam, I'm going to be starting the day off by going on the trampoline. I usually do at least 10 minutes, but this month I've been ramping it up to 20-30 minutes. I usually do 20-30 minutes at the weekend, put on my favourite playlist, but in the mornings I've been telling myself, just get on it, because I spend a lot of time in the kitchen preparing breakfast, waiting for the kids to finish their breakfast, waiting for the pressure cooker to finish. Like I spend a lot of time in here in the morning, like at least 40 minutes, just sorting everything out and drinking and getting all the supplements, blah, blah, blah. You know, it takes a long time, sometimes in the mornings, to make sure the kids are all ready and that. So I realised I'm just hanging around sometimes, making sure that everybody's okay and they weren't arguing and stuff. So I started doing the trampolining in here, and I thought having it in here means that I'm then with everybody in the morning so I can make sure everyone's fine. So then it made it feel productive, but now like I've just been ramping it up to 20 and put my favourite music on it, and now 20 feels like how 10 used to feel, so it's really good. I do always say though, at least 10 minutes on here every day is more than enough, but if you want to do more, go ahead and do it, especially at the weekend, or especially if you're having like a chill morning at home. You could do it before bed, that's fine, you could do it in the middle of the day, but I love doing it first thing in the morning when I've got really good energy levels, empty stomach, and it's a great way to start the day off. I'm not really a fan of exercising later on in the day apart from like walking. But if you have zero time and you've really got to be out of the house, 2 minutes, then you've stimulated your lymphatic system, it's still better than nothing. Or if you've just been on a very long car journey, you've just got back from traveling, you've been sat down all day on the computer, you could just go and do intermittent rebounding on here, which is basically you sat at your computer for a couple of hours, you could just go and do a couple of minutes, go back to your computer, or after traveling you've just come back home, before you unpack your suitcases, I come in here and I just bounce them out for a couple of minutes. It's amazing. Like, there is no like rule to how effective this is or how amazing. It's just bounce on it, have fun and do what you can. But I do like having some structure with it to make it a consistent habit. So having it out in an area where you're spending a lot of time and where everyone's going to use it is a very good idea. You have it stored away somewhere out of the way, out of sight, out of mind. And then also just, what I forgot was my train of thought was, yeah, just having it out and you're able to see it is amazing, and just go on it whenever you can. Like just before a meal, great for your blood sugar levels, and helping you absorb all of the sugars from the food way better. After a meal you could do it, but it might feel a bit heavy because they do say after a meal go for a walk, which is good. So a bit of light bouncing in there is great. But yeah, so this morning I actually I'm going to do about 20 to 30 minutes. Leave down, have a wedding anniversary trip coming up soon. And since I've been building up my glutes, I've noticed a lot of my fitted clothing, which I really want to wear on the trip, is getting a bit tight fitting, which is great news, but at the same time I didn't then consider that I would maybe have to go up a dress size. Also, plus since we've moved to Spain, I've done significantly less walking than I do in the UK, so I realised that instead of doing all of the walking, I could switch it for this, and then I'm actually getting a bit of cardio and that, so I do think I have actually gained a little bit of fat as well, so I just want to like do this instead of the walking. Although I am trying to do more walking here now, but in London I used to walk miles and miles and miles every single day, and we use the car a lot more here now, because London is just the most walkable place in the world, arguably. So I'm using this as my form of cardio. So if you've got like a trip coming up, like a wedding, you go on holiday, you don't like running, so I don't actually recommend that for cardio, and you haven't really got time to do walking, this is just really effective. Some people even say that 20 minutes on here is like the equivalent of 20 minutes of like jogging, so that's amazing. It's way better for your joints, and you don't have to go outside if you don't want to, although going outside is good, guys. Anyway, I've just gone on and on, so now I'm going to get my timer on here, and I have actually noticed a significant change in my body composition since I've been ramping this up. So going from 10 to 20 minutes, I've actually noticed that I'm leaning out, which is amazing. So I'm going to do 30 minutes on here, see how that goes. I press start, I've got a timer on here, but I actually put it to 30:11, so that I have 11 seconds to get onto the trampoline.
What are you talking to then?
Talk to the Fizz fam. So great for releasing stress. The bouncing is like shaking stress out of your body. But that sounds really far, but after the stressful event, animals and sometimes humans will shiver and shake, and it's a great way to release trauma out of the body. So if you're feeling frustrated or a bit stressed out, this can release some of the stress out of your body. It's a great way to use it up. A lot of cortisol floating around your body, it needs something to be done with it. So you can just balance it out. This also charges up all your cells in your body. Great for your cardiovascular system, like your breathing, like your VO2, it's really good. Your muscles. Also, another move that I do is like an organ twist. It helps stimulate your organs because you're kind of slightly twisting them. It's really good for activating them. So you just sort of twist round. So that's sometimes why you'll see me twisting round to the side. I call it the organ twist, the organ squeeze. The only time I don't like doing that is on my period. That's a bit intense. And yeah, I do use this for my period as well. It's great. But I just put my period pants on and go a bit gently. Another move that I like doing, and this gets a little bit more cardio-ish, and I find it quite hard. It also requires a lot of what do you call it? Mind-body connection. Is 2 feet together like this, and you jump side to side because you're kind of having to do a big leap. This one I find really hard. This one makes me get out of breath. So if I want to ramp up the cardio on here, I do that, and I also then go backwards and forwards doing that. And I like doing the backwards and forwards one because you're kind of using muscles that are your backwards muscles. Because I'm a big fan of backwards walking and backwards intervals at the track. Because we don't often activate our back muscles, our back, on the back side of our bodies. We always walk forward and move forward in life. So I like this because I'm kind of incorporating the backwards movement, so I can get a bit out of breath. And I also, when I'm on a trampoline, I also make sure that I'm breathing through my nose. Obviously, if I'm singing, talking, I'm not doing it, but yeah, breathing through your nose is really important. It oxygenates your body way more. It also helps with all of your jaw strength and health. Because the more we start activating our nostrils and breathing through them, which is how we're meant to as humans, breathing through your mouth isn't good. You strengthen your jaw muscles and it makes your face stronger and healthier, and you have better breathing overall. You're just healthier. But sometimes I just like bouncing up and down as high as I can go before my head smashes in the ceiling. That's why sometimes if you want to go high, you can take this outside. But I just like the higher you bounce, the better it is for opening up all of your lymph nodes and activating your lymphatic system. This is the primary reason of why I got the trampoline. It's because I just wanted to have something which was helping my lymphatic system. With walking, great. Weightlifting, great. All of those things are great. Exercise does have a lymphatic system, but the action of jumping up and down is very, very powerful. So up and straight like that. Always make sure the pelvic floor and like your pelvis is tilted forward and you've got your glutes engaged and your core. It's a good posture. I also make sure that I breathe through my nose whilst having my tongue suction to the top of my mouth for as much as I can. I can't actually do full-on tongue suction because my tongue doesn't sit flat at the top of my mouth as yet, but I'm working on getting that stronger and more balanced. Another move, so I'm getting that breath out, which is good. See, it is actually such a good workout. Another one is what I call it the dance move. So you can dance in here however you like, it just keeps freestyle, and that is just amazing. But I call this the dance move where I go, I sort of swing my arms out to the side like that, and kind of twist to the side. Kind of like you're doing some, I don't care what people think of me on the dance floor move, but this is kind of like a full body move, and I just feel like it feels really good doing this. Sort of getting a bit of a twist in, a jump in your arms. It feels like one of those functional movements. You can also do where you do two like this, spin around, 2-2, like a wide stance jump. 2-2, 2-2, 2-2. And another move which I do, but I have to make sure I don't have a full bladder. You mums out there, or even non-mums, this can happen to women as well who haven't had children. But it's just like a wide stance, then legs together. Wide stance, legs together, jump like that. That's fun, but sometimes I have to make sure I go to the toilet. And it is very, very common for me, isn't it, Sienna and kids, to pause the timer and then quickly hop to the toilet and come back again. I don't even know what I've just... It's so fun. And like I said, it just feels great because in an ideal world, well, I shouldn't say it like that. Without children, I'd probably be going to the gym every morning or going for some type of fitness walk or something. My type of personality suits, like when I wake up I want to do something active, so sometimes when I'm hanging around making sure everyone's eating their breakfast, looking after, I kind of feel a bit like restless and like I'm wasting time, but I don't want to necessarily feel like that because this is my motherhood stage of life and I like being with the kids. I don't want to like clear off and not be with them. So the fact that I can do this with the family around me just feels good then. I wish I had one of these when you were babies as well, because then I could have the little baby chair next to me and being on this, and the baby would have probably like come and come when they're little, just sat there watching me go dee-dee while I'm doing this. It would have been good. So yeah, basically it's a good at-home workout if you can't leave your home, especially if you're a mum. And Darren uses this as well, it's not just for women, although I feel like rebounders, women love them. Another exercise which I'm thinking of getting, which is a bit similar to rebounding in terms of the lymphatic system, is skipping, jump rope. You obviously are kind of impacting on the hard ground, but you could get that. If you've got one at home, look, you're jumping up and down. That would be a good lymphatic. Yeah guys, so this is my great fun start of the day. What you got there, Karma? Can I have a little haul?
This book.
This is
what
so
I
cute.
got.
Oh wow, the giant jumperee.
Yeah, and look at all the pages that have got this funny frog as well. And also
Wow.
Wilson. And also I got my learning book. It's
Wow,
5 to 7.
that's good.
And I did this in Starbucks. I was practicing one page already. Where is it?
Is it the first page?
I don't know. Maybe. No, wait. Yeah, it was. I was doing this. I
Nice.
was trying to sound these out, but I couldn't properly.
Hmm.
Don't worry, it's good practice.
Can I see the
So-
Karma Wilson book?
That looks so
that's
cute. Bear says thanks.
Wow. And it's by Karma Wilson. The lady has the same name as you, Karma. It's a really special name. These books are so cute, aren't they? Oh, the illustrations as well. Doesn't Karma Wilson illustrate it herself?
Karma,
she?
I can buy 3
Is the
Wilson
illustrations
bars
also
now.
by her?
What? Did you steal my money?
What? Karma Wilson?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Can I see? Oh, it has Jane Chapman, so maybe she's the one that illustrates it. Yeah. I'm the giant jumperee, and I'll sting you like a bee. Help! Help! Bellowed Bear. What's the matter, Bear? Asked Elephant. There's a giant jumperee in Rabbit's burrow, said Bear. Don't worry.
What is the jumperee?
We'll have to see. Don't worry, said Elephant. I'll wrap my trunk round him and toss him away. So Elephant stomped up to the burrow. Just as he put his long grey trunk inside, he heard a loud voice. I'm the giant jumperee, and I'm taller than a tree. Help! Help! Trumpeted Elephant. What's the matter, Elephant? Asked Mummy Frog. There's a giant jumperee in Rabbit's burrow, said Elephant. Don't worry, said Mummy Frog. I'll tell him to come out. No, don't do that, said all the other animals. He's as scary as can be, said Rabbit. He can squash you like a flea, said Cat. He can sting you like a bee, said Bear. And he's taller than a tree, said Elephant. The Mummy Frog took no notice of them. She jumped up to the burrow. I'm the giant jumperee, and you're terrified of me, came the loud voice. The other animals backed away, but Mummy Frog wasn't scared. Come on out, giant jumperee, she said. You're the one we want to see, so I'm counting up to 3. 1, 2, 3. Then out jumped Baby Frog. Hello, Mum. I'm the giant jumperee. And you're coming home to tea, said Mummy Frog. Now all the animals are laughing. They got tricked by Baby Frog, didn't they?
Yeah.
Did you like that story? Was that funny?
The elephant was so funny though.
That was funny,